Just as there are laws that govern the physical world, so too are there laws that govern consciousness. This body of laws, through our interactions in the world, bring to us the consequences of the actions we take. The consequences of our actions come to the individual, society, and humanity as a whole, based upon the morality of the actions and behaviors taken. The actions taken and the consequences experienced are often separated by time and location. That is, you will often get what you deserve sometime after an action is taken, making it difficult to see the causality between the behavior and the result delivered to you by law. Before providing a working definition of what natural law is, let us first look at what natural law is not. Natural law is definitely not and has absolutely nothing to do with any of these things. Darwin's theories regarding macrobiological evolution, the Darwinian notion of survival of the fittest, the so-called law of the jungle, the so-called natural order, any aspect of behavior in the entire animal kingdom for any creature with less cognitive development and capabilities than a human being, any and every human-made law, including common law. Natural law is definitely not and has absolutely nothing to do with any of those things. A working definition of natural law is a set of universal, inherent, objective, non-man-made, eternal, and immutable conditions which govern the consequences of behaviors of beings with the capacity for understanding the difference between harmful and non-harmful behavior. The understanding of natural law is centered upon bringing our own conscience into alignment with objective morality. This means definitively knowing which behaviors are rights because they do not cause harm to other sentient beings, and which behaviors are wrongs because they do cause harm to other sentient beings. Components of natural law may be familiar to people through other names and phrases. There is the law of cause and effect. For every action, there exists an equal and opposite reaction. The law of attraction. Energy flows where attention goes. It can also be known as karma or moral law. You reap what you sow. And the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have done to yourself. Okay, let's look at a comparison between natural law and man's law. Natural law exists inherent in nature, obviously, and man's law are basically opinions made up by people, then written on paper. So, natural law is based upon principles and truth, which are inherent to creation. Man's law is based upon dogmatic beliefs, which are constructs of mind. Natural law is harmonized with due to knowledge and understanding. Man's law is complied with due to fear of punishment. Natural law is universal. It exists and applies anywhere in the universe, regardless of location. Man's law differs with location based upon the whim of legislators. This is called moral relativism. Natural law is eternal and immutable, exists and applies for as long as the universe exists and cannot be changed. Man's law changes with time based upon the whim of legislators, which again is moral relativism. There are two pillars of enlightenment or understanding in natural law. The first pillar of enlightenment is the sacred feminine principle, also called the non-aggression principle. This principle states, do not engage in violence. In other words, do not immorally initiate non-rightful use of physical power to coerce, constrain, or compel the rightful physical behavior or free will choice of another sentient being. The second pillar of enlightenment, under natural law, is the sacred masculine principle, also called the self-defense principle. This principle states, sentient beings have the inherent right to use force to defend themselves from violence conducted upon them by another. For more knowledge and a deeper understanding of natural law, I recommend looking into Lysander Spooner's work. I did a short bio and introduction to him on my Spotlight on Liberty series. He's definitely a gentleman that could be looked into for more information on natural law. Although from a more modern perspective, I would highly recommend that people go through Mark Passio's Natural Law Seminar, The Real Law of Attraction and How to Apply It in Your Life. It's a 9-hour, 3-part series that is a great investment of time and attention for people to get a deeper understanding of natural law, the principles of natural law, and how it functions in the reality 3D world that we live in. There's also an upcoming documentary from Mark Passio called Mark Passio and the Science of Natural Law. I know that there's a trailer out there on his YouTube channel and on his website. I recommend checking out that trailer and checking out the documentary itself, which should be released sometime here in early 2021, I believe. All the links will be in the description. Thank you for listening. Take care.